Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Same story like ETH. There is not too much to add here in the short term. We tried to break out yesterday. We broke above resistance, but I already raised concern in the video I made yesterday. I think we had already come back here to the lower end of the support area, that we could lose this if we don't hold support exactly here at 16,910. Then this was most likely just a fake out, which in the end, unfortunately, it was. So we are back to square one. Yeah, we are still hovering above the trend line, which is sort of a good sign, because you could argue that we are still in this ascending trend line, which would eventually lead to higher prices. That's still my view. I think we should still ideally push higher. So far it has worked out, but you know, we could still easily break down. We have not substantially broken out to the upside. We are basically, I mean, anybody who entered any long positions in these support areas, you should all be in profit. Those were all the trend reversal areas. I did enter some, but that was on the Ethereum chart. So Ethereum, I did enter in these support areas. Moved up my stop losses now all into profit, because it's now getting critical. I mean, whenever you get into an apex here, this is really where the decision is going to come. And I mean, today, apparently stock market is open today, US. So what you are going to see is probably some volatility, and we will probably make some progress in the chart today. If all goes well, then by the end of the week, we have a good chance to complete this 5-wave move to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that could work out till the end of the week if we hold support. And with holding support, I mean, ideally we're holding the trend line. Yeah. In the worst case, I mean, if we come down into the white support area here again, that would still be okay, but it wouldn't be ideal. Yeah, I mean, what I mean is we still have a chance to move higher here easily, as long as we're holding the trend line, the ascending trend line. My view is if we lose the trend line, this will obviously reduce the chances of still going higher. If we lose this support level here, which goes down all the way to 16,640, then we can still find support at the previous lows. For example, here, 16,580, 16,300. Yeah, already below this level, I think we're going to go down straight away. And then the final confirmation will be below 15,880. There is still at the moment the potential for short-term upside, and I'm only talking about short-term upside. First, into the region around 17.3k. If we break substantially above this area, then we have a chance to get to the 19 to 20k area. But all of this would just be short-term upside. This is not a bullish view. This is still a bearish view for Bitcoin. I know some people sometimes get confused, but it is only short-term upside. The daily chart trend is still down, and I'm still waiting for one more low for Bitcoin and for most altcoins. For Bitcoin, in most likely in the 14k region, maybe even lower. But the point is, it's not a bearish, it's not a bullish view. It is a bearish view, but you can have different trends, obviously, on different time frames. Like the daily trend could be down, but in the very short term here we have an uptrend, and we are now in this kind of ascending triangle. And in this ascending triangle, we're currently making higher lows, and we could be breaking out here to the upside above this resistance area, which has been defined here in red, between 16,910 and 16,925. So still possible breakout from here, despite the fake out yesterday. It doesn't really change much. I mean, without a decisive breakout here, we can't really say too much. The ideal pattern would be that we've done a wave 1 up, we've done a wave 2 down, and then this is some kind of a, well, again, 1-2, 1-2 maybe. I start to believe that is unlikely, but there could be some other patterns that work out here in the short term, in the micro count. One of them, seriously I thought about, could be that this B wave here was never finished, that it actually finished here. And I'm just going to show it to you briefly, because it's just another scenario, just another count, which I don't actually find too unlikely, where we could have here in this B wave a triangle, Elliott Wave triangle. Yeah, so that we moved down in A, moved up in B, and bear in mind an Elliott Wave triangle has 5 waves, A, B, C, D, E, and you break out to the opposite side of the E wave. So we just have now A and B. Then we had a wave C down here that was at 16,730 on the 25th of December. Then a wave D to the upside and an E wave down, and we could now be here in the breakout and have here a 1-2 setup, and then we could now be moving up higher. It would just be an explanation why we are not really breaking out yet, because let's be honest, if we are already in the C wave, and within the C wave, especially in a 1-2 and the 3 wave 3 should be starting, normally this should be some kind of a rocket start, which I think we tried yesterday but failed. So yeah, the triangle option is still on the table. Alternatively, you could even say that, yeah, A, B, C. Let me think. No, that's not possible because we moved too high here yesterday. So otherwise I would have said we had a D wave here and an E wave here, but that went too high. So no, forget about that. I think if we talk about triangle, the first wave I showed you should be the valid one. Other than that, we just now need to wait for a substantial breakout, need a bit more patience. We're moving into the apex. There isn't much more room for Bitcoin to move, so it needs to make a decision here, and ideally it is to the upside. Ideally we take out the resistance level, push higher into the 17.3k region. If not, you know, it is what it is. Anybody who followed sort of my thoughts possibly also entered long and moved up their stop losses. So all the risk is taken out, so we just can lean back and watch. And if the stop losses are triggered, at least they are triggered in profit. And we can then reset lower if the price drops. And if the price goes up, I'm going to take some more profits on the way up. Let's see. And bear in mind, my view is still that Bitcoin hasn't seen the overall bear market low yet. So just be ready for that. Okay, and that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and maybe LinkedIn if you have. And also if anybody's interested, check out the trading course that we offer on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.